Welcome back, continuing the news. As the region continues to respond to rising cases of COVID-19, the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC, is proposing a revision of the date for the sitting of the regional exams. CXC now wants to push back the exam date to July this year. The announcement was made in an online news conference today. As Vashon Brown now reports, CXC is also proposing changes for the awarding of final grades.
At the start of the school year, students were almost sure that the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC and the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination CAPE would take place in May and June this year. But for the past few weeks, the region has been grappling with the coronavirus, which has now forced CXC to propose changes to the examination schedule. Registrar and the CEO of CXC, Dr. Wayne Wesley, says the council now wants the exams to take place in July, and there are other changes.
The Council has made the policy decision to offer a modified examination process as follows. 1, the administration of at least one common paper, and in this case, the multiple choice assessment. 2, the utilization of school-based assessment and the paper 3-2, which is the alternative to SBA for private candidates.
Dr. Wesley says it will also award final grades based on the moderated SBAs and the multiple choice assessments. Candidates sitting visual arts, human and social biology, as well as modern language examinations like Spanish, French and Portuguese will have to complete additional components for their final grades. So for example, those sitting modern language examinations will still have to do oral exams. Students sitting visual arts will be required to submit a journal, which they would have been using for the school year. For human and social biology, there's no SBA component, so students will have to do another paper in addition to the multiple choice paper. CXC also wants a short turnaround time for marking and the releasing of examination results, and so e-testing will be used. This will allow students to take their exams on a computer or electronic device.
In addition, it will provide an opportunity for timely presentation of grades to facilitate matriculation to higher education and to access employment.
The multiple choice papers will also be marked electronically. CXC says it is now working with local registrars to find an appropriate time for the submission of SBAs. The expectation is that the exam results would still be made available to students by the end of August or early September. But CXC admits that these plans assume that COVID-19 will be under control in the region by July. The council says bans on public gatherings will impact its approach to assessments.
But if that condition prevails, we will have to shift even the date further to perhaps August, then to September or onwards, because it is flexible depending on what happens with COVID-19 within the region.
In the meantime, the council says it has also considered the possibility of the exams not being held this year at all, but that's a last resort. CXC says its proposal is based on discussions with various ministries of education across the region and other stakeholders. Vashon Brown, TVJ News.